Hey, what's up? Darts here. Quick video, and I've whitewashed the image here to try and save data. I'm going to try and upload this one straight away. I'm using mobile data, so by making it white like this, I hope that it uses less, basically, data to upload it. But real quickly, I just want to express some real quick thoughts, right? So we had Simon Dudley say that he wants to get the homeless off the street because it makes the royal wedding, look bad, makes the the area where they're going to get married look bad if there's homeless people there. So the streets better be cleared of homeless people, I just think it's disgusting. These people have everything they could ever possibly want, while this guy here, just a prime example, sits there begging for pennies. That's all he has there. But I see a lot of homeless people. Now, this is just a quick video. I want to express some thoughts. I want to do like a proper video on this homeless subject, not necessarily to do with the royal wedding between Meghan Markle and Prince Nazi lover Harry. But basically, for many years now, I've made an effort to feed homeless people. Now, I might do like an audio recording. I'm not going to do a video recording of me helping homeless people, but I think that's a bit embarrassing and not very respectful. But maybe an audio recording, and then afterwards to say I audio record this. Do you mind if I use it to try and get the message out there, to try and fight to try and fight homelessness, basically. But there's a couple of stories I could tell you. I mean, probably about 2 weeks ago, actually. Around about 2 weeks ago is when I last fed a homeless person outside Asda's. A woman, she sits there. It was freezing cold, and I said to her, I tried to help this girl before, but she'd basically left before I came out of the shop. And so I got her a pasty, I think it was, then some water. She asked me to get her some Coke. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And then actually, no, sorry, there was one, I think there was one last week actually, a gentleman, again outside Asda's. This time he asked for, no, they don't ask for much. He asked for a cup of coffee, so I got him a cappuccino and a few other bits and bobs, but I'm always feeding homeless people. One of the saddest cases I've seen was a couple of years ago. This guy basically was in, probably wasn't a couple of years actually, probably about a year ago. And it was literally freezing cold. It was last winter, and it was, literally freezing on the streets. There was frost all over the place. Outside Asda's again. And, he was like, got a little signpost saying, help me, I'm homeless. I used to give him stuff all the time. Every time I see him, he was there, literally there, freezing cold. Everyone would just walk past doing their shopping. But, so I tried to help him out as best I could, Got him, water was one of the main things he wanted. But, there's a misconception at Christmas as well. Finally, one final homeless story for you of me feeding homeless. I do it quite a lot. It's hard to keep track, but I do it on a regular basis. Sometimes daily. But, basically, at Christmas, I was with my... Well, I can't say who it is because they don't want to be part of this channel. But a family member's boyfriend, basically, we went out to to Argos, and there was a homeless guy there, and I went and bought him, this homeless guy, a couple of pasties. And then my family member posted on my Facebook, oh, you can give £5 to a homeless person, but you can't be bothered to do this for your own family, blah, 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 something like that. And I was like, I didn't give him money, I bought him a couple of pasties and something to drink, I think it was, money, because, a lot of these people, sadly, are addicted to alcohol or drugs. Not all of them, but, a good percentage of them. They're just going to go and buy cigarettes with them, or with the money you give them. So it's best just to buy these people food. But that's not all I do. I have connections with the YMCA, a hostel, and a couple of times I've actually helped people get housed in the YMCA, get a roof over their head. But more on that in another video maybe, but it's supposed to be just a quick video, just expressing my thoughts, Don't judge these people, End of the day, they're just people like this. Yeah, they're just people. End of the day, just trying to survive. One final story. I was in London. This was a couple of years ago, and it was outside King's Cross. And this police officer, I was basically talking to some guy, asking him if there's anything I can get him. You know, it was, sun was coming down. He said, "Oh yeah, I'd love a McDonald's." So I was going to go and get him a McDonald's. This police officer came over and started having a go at him, saying, "You need to move on, mate." And he said, and, you know, the guy said, "Why? I'm not causing any trouble." He said, "You need to move on. You're causing a problem here. People don't want to see you here. Okay, this is a public place. You need to move on." I said, "Who do you think you are?" Well, I stood up to the police officer. I said, "Who do you think you are? Huh? This guy's got nowhere to go, yeah? Where do you want him to go? Huh? He's not causing any problems. People can't see him here. He's underneath a bit of scaffolding. What's your issue?" "Please don't get involved, sir." "No, I am getting involved because I'm talking to him. And you're telling him to move on because you can't bother to help him get housed, yeah? The government can't bother to help this guy get housed. Just move him along to one corner to another. Where's he supposed to go?" And the police officer kind of gave up and sort of walked off and said, "I'll be back." So I stayed with the homeless guy for about an hour, chalking away. And he told me about how he lost his job, basically. He used to live in London, had a flat in London, and he lost his job, and that was it. And he was on the streets. He wasn't a druggie or an alcoholic or anything like that. You know? It's just, the police officer never came back, but, I found that quite sad how the police treat homeless people. And that's how they're going to treat them when the royal wedding happens, when Simon Dudley wants to get them off the streets. They're going to come along and march them off like they're vermin, Where's the compassion in this world? That's what I want to know. I try and help these people whenever I can. Get them food or help them with connections I've got with hostels and other places like that. But more to come in a future video. Sorry about the boring backdrop, but as I say, try and save data. Bye for now. Leave your comments in the comment section.